Pulling out his phone, he scrolled through a list of nearby hotels, but his attention remained fixed on the revolving doors behind him. Something about the scene he had just witnessed lingered like a faint smell that wouldn't dissipate. He leaned casually against a marble pillar, just out of sight of the lobby but close enough to observe. It didn't take long for his suspicions to be confirmed. A young man in his 20s, wearing cargo pants and a hoodie, strolled in. He looked travel-worn, his backpack slung low over one shoulder. Snoop watched as the man approached Evan with the same request he had made minutes earlier. A room for the night. Snoop couldn't hear the exchange, but he didn't need to. Evan's exaggerated nods and wide smile said everything. Within moments, the man was handed a key card. No hesitation, no excuses, just a swift transaction and a courteous farewell. Snoop's lips pressed into a firm line. It wasn't an oversight. It wasn't an accident. It was intentional. He lingered a moment longer, contemplating his next move. His first instinct was to confront the clerk, call out the hypocrisy right there in the lobby, but years of navigating the music industry and business had taught him the value of restraint. There was a time to speak and a time to act. Tonight, it was the latter. He slipped back into his car, the leather seat cool against his back as he drove away, the hotel's golden lights fading in his rearview mirror. An idea began to take shape. This wasn't just about him. It was about every other person who might have faced the same quiet rejection, but didn't have the means or the voice to challenge it. Snoop wasn't going to let this pass, not tonight, not ever. The windshield wipers danced rhythmically as Snoop navigated the wet streets of Long Beach. The hotel's rejection replayed in his mind, not as a wound, but as fuel. He wasn't angry. Anger wasted energy. Instead, he felt something sharper, focused, determination. He had spent decades building his empire by outsmarting those who underestimated him. Tonight, he would remind himself and others of the value of dignity and justice. He pulled into the parking lot of a nearby diner, a humble spot with a glowing red neon sign that read, Moe's 24/7 Eats. Inside, the smell of coffee and sizzling bacon greeted him. Snoop slid into a booth by the window, pulling out his laptop. A waitress approached with a steaming mug of coffee, setting it down without a word. He thanked her with a nod and began typing furiously. Snoop had been eyeing the Imperial Sunset Hotel for months. The property was part of a struggling chain, and whispers of its sale had reached his team during a routine investment meeting. He hadn't given it much thought at the time. It was a small fish compared to the global ventures he usually pursued. But tonight had changed everything. Within minutes, he had dialed his attorney,